Welcome to the Autism Notebook's professional video series. And today we would like to thank Jack Scott, the Executive Director of the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities of Palm Beach County and several other counties, I understand, to be with us today. So, Jack, why don't you start by just telling us a little bit about CARD and what CARD is and what you cover, what area you cover.
Great. CARD is a non-residential program for supporting families, schools, community agencies, for any family affected by a person on the autism spectrum. We cover 5 counties in Florida, and the overall CARD program is statewide, 7 centers covering the entire state. But we cover Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee counties. We serve over 3,000 people right now with our 7 clinicians. We're based in Boca Raton, and we have an office at Port St. Lucie. And now, just recently, another one in Jupiter, Florida.
Now, your focus is very heavily on wandering and elopement.
It is. Unfortunately, we've had 3 deaths in about 4.5 years in Palm Beach County of young children with autism who wandered and then very quickly drowned. And this alerted me to a much bigger problem of the elopement, wandering issue, where children become endangered very, very quickly and can be at such high risk, especially in Florida, of drowning, but really across the country. For children 1 to 4, the largest risk for death is drowning. For children with autism, that almost certainly is extended to about 14 or 15 years of age. And it is largely preventable, and with the right monitoring and other things that parents should be doing.
Well, what are a few of those things that parents can do, like if they wanted to start something today and they were watching something that they could get started on doing?
Yeah. They can install, many children don't have any tendency to wander, and that's good, and parents should then encourage those a child who asks to go outside. Parents would want to reinforce that quite heavily and praise the child. But if the child does give indication that they want to wander, the parents should perhaps invest in better locks, perhaps have them installed much higher up on the doors, make sure that windows are additionally locked. For a child who really looks like this pattern is more pronounced, they may want to get an ADT or some other electronic system installed and have it set up with the installers so that unauthorized egress, a child leaving, provides immediate notice. There are also electronic tracking bracelets, like LoJack, like a LoJack for a child. LoJack has one system, Project Lifesaver another, CareTrack has, there are at least 3 systems that are all based on law enforcement, so that as soon as the parent realizes the child is gone, or other caregiver, that they immediately contact law enforcement, who then can help track the child. And I think those systems, rather than systems where a parent looks on their own, because then they're wasting valuable time if they don't have the local law enforcement involved. Time is very, very critical there. And then there are efforts to train the child to wait. There are behavioral and other strategies that can be used so as to help teach the child to be more patient, and for the parents to recognize when the child may be most likely to elope. Often it's when the child's bored or may have been saying, hey, I'd really like to go outside, or park, ducks. Parents should try to pay attention to that and factor that into the program. Monitoring is very, very important, and it's critical, and it's, I know, stressful for parents, but the issue of wandering can so easily lead to endangerment for the child. It just has to be a much higher priority.
Right.
So.
Now, the Center for Autism in Florida, if parents are not registered, if they want to be registered, is there an 800 number, or who should they call?
We sure have an 800 number, and the number is 1-800, the number 9, and the word autism. And this, wherever they're calling from in Florida, it will take them to the center for that region. And this is in part sponsored by our license plate money. We have a Florida license plate, and that's one of the good things that happen from there.
Great. Well, Jack, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Well, great. Thank you for the opportunity.